Good morning. Good morning to all of you. So we have seen the introduction of waveguide in the previous class, right? So this is the definition of the waveguide. That is, what is the definition of the waveguide? Waveguide is a hollow metallic pipe designed to carry microwave energy from one place to another place. Right? Then this is the what are the materials that is used to construct the waveguide, that is copper, aluminum or brass. These metals are extruded into the rectangular or circular or elliptical in shapes. So these are the different types of waveguide, that is rectangular, circular and elliptical waveguide. And the inside of the waveguides are plated with silver to reduce the resistance at the minimum level, right? So this is all about the introduction of the waveguide that we have already seen in the previous class. These are the rectangular waveguides, circular waveguides and elliptical waveguides. These are the again different shapes, different diagrams are there. Then we have seen in the previous class, that is comparison between waveguides and transmission line. Right. So first comparison is the definition. What will be the definition of the waveguide and the definition of the two-wire transmission line, that you have to write. Then the frequency range. The frequency of the waveguide is above 1 gigahertz and two-wire transmission line, that is up to megahertz. Power handling capacity of the waveguide is more as compared to the two-wire transmission line, and the power handling capacity of the two-wire transmission line is less as compared to the waveguide. Then the system of propagation in the waveguide, that is in accordance with the field theory, and in two-wire transmission line, that is in the circuit theory. Then the losses, the copper losses, that is I square R loss in the waveguides are less as compared to the two-wire transmission line, and in two-wire transmission line the large copper losses are there, right? Similar dielectric losses are less in the waveguide. Why? Because dielectric is air. Waveguide में जो dielectric material use है वो कौन सा है? Because waveguide is a hollow metallic structure, right? So dielectric losses in two-wire transmission lines are more. It acts as a high pass filter. Waveguide act as a high pass filter. Why waveguide act as a high pass filter? Because in the waveguide there is a cutoff frequency or cutoff wavelength, right? The frequency above cutoff frequency will be passed through the waveguide, right? It will pass only that frequency which is greater than the cutoff frequency. Therefore, the waveguide act as a high pass filter. But in two-wire transmission line, all frequency can pass through it. The propagating modes in waveguides are TE and TM mode, right? TE and TM modes are exist in the waveguide, and TEM mode exists in the transmission line. Similarly, waveguide is a one conductor transmission system and two-wire is a two conductor transmission system. This is the construction of the waveguide, that you have to draw the diagram of the rectangular waveguide and circular waveguide, and here coaxial cable and two-line transmission system, right? And the application of the waveguide is radar, and two-wire transmission line are used in TV and high frequency transmission. This is, then we have seen different propagating modes of the waveguide. What is meant by modes? The electromagnetic energy propagates along the waveguide in the form of definite field pattern, right? In the form of definite field pattern, that is called as mode. That propagating modes of electromagnetic energy within the waveguides are correspond to the solutions of Maxwell equations. आपको मैंने कल ही बताया था कि what is who is Maxwell and what are their different equations. पर Ez के लिए अलग रहेगा, Hz के लिए अलग रहेगा, Ex, Ey, Hx, Hy, right? There are different Maxwell equations, and as per the waveguide used, rectangular, circular, like this. Then the waveguide has a definite cutoff frequency that we have already seen, right? For each mode, if the frequency of the signal above cutoff, the electromagnetic energy can be transmitted to the guide without the attenuation. Then we have seen TE mode, transverse, T for transverse and E for electric, transverse electric mode. What is meant by transverse? Transverse means perpendicular, right? One of the field, it may be either electric or magnetic, will be perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave. बरोबर आहे की नाही? म्हणजे अशा पद्धतीनं जर if z is the direction of propagation of the wave, then one of the, if it is t, then z equal to 0 and hz not equal to 0. It means that if the z is the direction of propagation of the wave, it means that in TE mode the electric field remains purely transverse, that is perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave, and the magnetic field will propagate along the direction of propagation of the wave. या होगा नहीं है कि नहीं? इधर बनाते like this. हाँ अच्छा ये क्या है फिर? ठीक है. So this is TE mode. Similarly, transverse magnetic mode that we have already seen. What happen in TM mode? In this mode, Ez not equal to 0 and Hz equal to 0 if Z is the direction of propagation of the wave. It means that what is meant by Z equal to 0 and Hz not equal to 0 and Hz equal to 0? The magnetic field is perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave, and the electric field will be propagate along the direction of propagation of the wave. Getting this? Then TEM, transverse electromagnetic mode. In this mode, Ez equal to 0 and Hz equal to 0. It means that in TEM mode, both electric and magnetic fields are perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave, and no magnetic and electric field along the direction of propagation of the wave, right? Therefore, all field component along x and y direction, that is Ex, Ey, Hx, Hy, they will be vanishes, short circuit हो जाएगा है कि नहीं? Because they will contact to the boundary surface of the waveguides. अपन देखेंगे अभी rectangular waveguide में है कि नहीं? How the waves are, why the TEM mode not propagating, right? So they will be vanishes, and hence the TEM mode does not exist inside the waveguide. This is the reason why TEM mode not propagate through the waveguide, right? TEM mode only propagate through the two-wire transmission line. It not exist in the waveguide. In waveguide, only TM, that is transverse magnetic, and T, that is transverse electric mode or waves will be propagate. Getting this? Then hybrid mode. In hybrid mode, Ez not equal to 0 and Hz not equal to 0 if Z is the direction of propagation of the wave. If these field exists, then the mode would neither be transverse nor neither be transverse electric nor transverse magnetic. वो transverse electric भी TE भी नहीं रहेगा और TM भी नहीं रहेगा. So this is the hybrid mode. Now today we are going to see, that is rectangular waveguide. How the waves propagate through the rectangular waveguide. So this is the structure of the rectangular waveguide, that is we have already seen in the laboratories also, right? Rectangular shape. This is dimension A and dimension B. So rectangular waveguides are the most commonly used waveguides. यानी सबसे ज्यादा इसका यूज होगा. सर्कुलर का उतना ज्यादा यूज नहीं होगा, या इलिप्टिकल का भी नहीं होगा, क्योंकि इसके जो प्रॉपर्टीज है रेक्टेंगुलर वेवगाइड्स के, या इसके जो भी डेरिवेशंस है कि नहीं, इट इज इजी टू कैलकुलेट. बराबर है कि नहीं? और ट्रांसमिशन के लिए भी, वेव ट्रांसमिशन के लिए भी आसान है रेक्टेंगुलर वेवगाइड, इसलिए ये जनरली कॉमनली यूज्ड होने वाला वेवगाइड्स है। गेटिंग दे कंसिस्ट ऑफ हॉलो मेटेलिक स्ट्रक्चर, वो तो डेफिनेशन ही अपनी है कि नहीं, दैट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ द वेवगाइड, इट इज द हॉलो मेटेलिक स्ट्रक्चर एंड रेक्टेंगुलर क्रॉस सेक्शन, है कि नहीं, रेक्टेंगुलर, सर्कुलर वेवगाइड भी हॉलो रहेगा बट वो सर्कुलर इन क्रॉस सेक्शन, दिस इज रेक्टेंगुलर इन क्रॉस सेक्शन। A rectangular waveguide is usually constructed with length of A greater than B. A will always be greater than B. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? A will always be greater than B, where B is the breadth and this is the width. Right? अरे बराबर है कि नहीं? A common trend of the dimension of rectangular waveguide A equals to twice B. A equals to twice B. कितना रहेगा वो? A यानी B के डबल रहेगा। अपन लैब में देखेंगे वो रेक्टेंगुलर वेवगाइड, उस दिन अपन ने मेजर किए थे, उसकी लेंथ मेजर किए थे, बराबर है कि नहीं, 2.4 सेंटीमीटर कुछ आया था, है कि नहीं, अरे आया था कि नहीं, ए मेजर किए थे तो बी उसका हाफ होना चाहिए, अपन बी मेजर करेंगे कल, ठीक है, लैब में। समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? ये 1 to 1 अपन वेवगाइड्स के बारे में अपने को हर एक जो फिनोमेना है कि नहीं, 1 to 1 अपने को मालूम होना चाहिए, हर चीज मालूम होना चाहिए, अपन डायरेक्टली जंप नहीं करेंगे, है कि नहीं, 1 to 1 की क्या रहेगा, कितनी फ्रीक्वेंसी के ऊपर ऑपरेट है, डोमिनेंट मोड क्या है कि नहीं, कट ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी कितनी है, कौन सा मोड डोमिनेंट रहेगा, है कि नहीं, कौन से मोड प्रोपोगेट होंगे, ये सब मालूम होना चाहिए। गेटिंग? लैबोरेटरीज में अपने को मालूम होना चाहिए कि अपने पास में कौन से माइक्रोवेव कंपोनेंट्स है, कौन से बैंड के कंपोनेंट्स है और क्या फ्रीक्वेंसी रेंज है, बराबर है कि नहीं, इतने मालूम है। कौन से कंपोनेंट्स अपने पास बताइए, लेबोरेटरीज में कौन से कंपोनेंट है? पिन ऑसिलेटर नहीं है, गन ऑसिलेटर, सारे कंपोनेंट्स एक्स बैंड के ही रहेंगे एंड द फ्रीक्वेंसी रेंज इज 8.2 गीगाहर्ट्ज टू 12.4 गीगाहर्ट्ज, राइट? Advantages of the rectangular waveguide: wide frequency bandwidth for single mode propagation. Single mode propagation है वहाँ, there are multi mode also, but this is single mode propagation. Wide frequency bandwidth, low attenuation, attenuation कम रहेगा वहाँ पे. Excellent mode stability for fundamental propagation mode. So these are the some applications of the rectangular waveguides. Modes of propagation. How the waves is propagated. Rectangular waveguides are extensively used in radar, couplers, isolators, attenuators, है कि नहीं? अपन लैब में देख रहे हैं कि वेवगाइड सभी जगह पे है, आइसोलेटर के साथ में है, इट इज वेवगाइड, राइट? सर्कुलेटर, डायरेक्शनल कपलर,